Keeping our students and staff safe in our schools is our highest responsibility. Washington County Public Schools uses emergency response protocols, and it's critical that everyone in our learning community is familiar with them. These protocols give clear direction to students and staff so they know how to respond to any emergency in school. Parents and caregivers, it's important for you to know these protocols so you can support your students in being prepared. And depending on the situation, you might receive a message from the school about an emergency. Knowing the protocols means you'll have a better understanding of what is happening. The emergency responses include 5 actions: hold, secure, evacuate, shelter, and lockdown. When an emergency is happening, an announcement will be made in the school. It will be repeated twice. Now let's take a look at the steps for each action.
Hold. Stay in your room or area, clear the halls. Hold. Stay in your room or area, clear the halls.
When a hold is announced, students will clear the hallways and remain in the room or area they are in until the all clear is announced. Staff will secure classrooms and account for students and adults. School operations and instruction will continue as usual. Additional information may be provided over the announcement to the school. A hold may be used for situations such as EMS crews providing medical assistance in the building, a disturbance in a hallway, or a facility issue that does not require the building to be evacuated.
Secure. Get inside and lock outside doors. Secure. Get inside and lock outside doors.
When the secure action is announced, any students or staff members who are outside the school will come inside, and administrators will make sure all outside doors are locked. Staff will increase situational awareness and account for students and adults. School operations and instruction will continue as normal. The secure action may be used when there is something unsafe outside the building, such as an unauthorized person on school grounds or a public safety concern in the area surrounding the school.
Evacuate. Move to a designated safe place. Evacuate. Move to a designated safe place.
When the evacuate action is announced, staff will lead students to a safe evacuation location and account for students and adults. The evacuate action may be used when there is an emergency, such as smoke being detected in the building, or a gas leak or chemical spill in the school or surrounding area.
Shelter. Listen for instructions due to a hazard. Shelter. Listen for instructions due to a hazard.
When the shelter action is announced, staff will provide students with safety strategy instructions to follow and account for students and adults. The shelter action may be used in the event of severe weather, hazardous material spills, or other hazardous situations near the school.
Lockdown. Locks, lights, out of sight. Lockdown. Locks, lights, out of sight.
When the lockdown action is announced, students will remain in their classrooms, move away from sight, stay silent, and limit cell phone use. Staff will recover students from the hallway if possible, lock classroom doors, and turn out the lights. Doors will remain closed and locked. Lockdown will only be lifted when law enforcement opens classroom doors to move students and staff to a safe location. The lockdown action will be used in the event of a significant and imminent danger.
Our schools are safer thanks to the strong partnerships we share with local law enforcement, as well as the work of our teachers, the Safety and Security Department, school resource officers, and school safety and security assistants. Even with those resources in place, our students, staff, parents, and other members of the community continue to be among the most critical elements to school safety. Anyone who sees or hears something that raises a concern at any of our schools or events should immediately contact a school administrator or law enforcement. It is always safe to speak up for safety.